Alright, talking about the pentatonic scale. And the pentatonic scale, I did a video on this. Basically, you have this scale shape, and what that is it's taking out the B's and the F's from the major scale, and it's actually the major scale played in the Aeolian position, or let's just say the A position in C major. But at any rate, you got this pentatonic scale. Now, there's a couple things you can do with this pentatonic scale, and I'm going to talk about it in modes. But let's first look at it in the way of extensions, where I can go like this with the pentatonic scale in this A position here. So you got this, instead of going, I went, and this note is the same note as over here. So I just played it over there. I get this little slide thing. Alright, so that's sort of moving to another position. And then we're here, and I can slide to here, because that's the same note as here. So instead of going, I could go, this be over here. Okay, well, what if I kept putting notes over here, and I kept putting notes over here? I could go up the pentatonic scale the way everyone's used to, and then come down over here, and maybe go up over here. So let's look at that. I'm not playing in the key of G. I'm still playing the A pentatonic scale. I've just moved the notes. I've moved this note over here, and then this note, of course, is in the scale you were familiar with, and then this note would be there, and then that note you're familiar with, that note would be over there. So now, just by moving these notes, I could go up over here, or I could go up here. It's still A minor. I'm just playing in a different place, and it's a different shape, and that's playing modes, and that's I did a video on that also, but that's a different mode for the pentatonic scale. Okay, there are 5 main positions to learn, and they overlap. So if you think of it that way, really there's only 3 to learn. But why there's only 5 is kind of the same reason that there's the pentatonic scale. There's 5 notes. We left off the B's and the F's. And that's because the B is only a half step from C. It doesn't really earn its own place. Same with the F. The little half step next to E. It doesn't really earn its own position. So you leave off those F's and B's, and you get the pentatonic scale, and you get these, you leave off the F and B position, basically, and you get these 5 modes. So let's go through them real quick. I'll do them once fast. Starting here, we're going, and then here, going back down in another position, going up in the position most people are familiar with, going down in this position, and then the last one here, whoops. Okay, now those are the 5 positions. When you look at, let's say it's A minor, and you think you can play your pentatonic scale in E, it's not exactly correct. You're playing some B's and F's. If you look at the actual pentatonic scale in A minor in this E position, it actually goes like this. And it's going to be there. It's going to be there. So there's 2 notes that are a little different than you might think from doing the regular shape that you're familiar with in this A position. So, okay. So now I'll go just a little bit slower. Open, starting in this position. Open 3rd fret, open 3rd fret, open 2nd fret, open 2nd fret, 1st, 3rd, open 3rd. Pretty easy. Next, We're in the sort of G position, Mixolydian actually. We're going to go 3-5, 3-5, 2-5, 2-5, 3-5, 3-5. I shouldn't have to cover this A position. 5-8, 5-7, 5-7, 5-7, 5-8, 5-8. But then now we're over here in this position. And we're going to go 8, 10, and then 7, 10, 7, 7, 10, 7, 9, 8, 10, 8, 10. And then here, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 9, 12, 10, 13, and 10, 12 again. And then of course it repeats. And so that's the pentatonic scale. A little bit on what it is and playing it in these different positions. You'll then be able to play the pentatonic scale on the entire fretboard. And it actually lends itself to playing more coherently because you take out the B's and F's and it actually sounds a little better a lot of times in a variety of different genres of solos. Sometimes it'll even sound a little more like an arpeggio because it's not the full major scale. So I recommend learning these, and they overlap. So, you know, if you learned it here and you learned it here, you kind of get this one in the middle for free. But at any rate, learn those and check out my other videos, and that's pretty much everything. The last thing I wanted to say was this was all based on the key of A minor. Let's scoot every single thing we just learned down 2 frets, and you're now playing in G minor. Scoot it down 2 frets, you're now playing in F minor, and so on and so forth. So from knowing that now, you should be able to play every key in every position or mode in the pentatonic scale. Alright, I hope that helped. And it's kind of nice just having 2 notes per string, because then you can be like... And it kind of lends itself to some more kind of blues or shredding or whatever. And then it's also simple to look at for tapping and things like that. I could go on and on and on, but there you go, pentatonic scale all over the place.